today we're going to find the surface area of these figures. Now here's the thing. You're only going to find the surfaces that you can see. So for example, let's say I have two things that are stacked on top of each other. Let's say I have two prisms stacked on top of each other. Can I see the middle parts? Can I see them? Then we're not finding the surface area of them. Does that make sense? So like something is stacked on top of each other. I think there's a number. What was the number in that homework? Where's that? So like number, if you look at number 3 in that homework, do you see how it's the box and then the prism on top, or the pyramid on top? You won't have to find what's between the cube and the pyramid. Yes, so you can't see that middle part, so you don't find the base, right? You're only going to find what you can see on the outside. Does that make sense? The sides, yep, and you're going to the box. Since they share that middle thing, it's like it's not there. Think of like a house. There's really nothing, you can't see it from the outside. So that's why we're not finding that middle layer. Okay? So that's why I put up here, you're only finding surfaces that you can see. If it's in between two, you're not going to find it. Because even if you think about a present, if I was going to wrap this up, would I wrap up my middle sections here? I wouldn't. I would only wrap up this side, this side. That's why. Okay, so think about if you're going to wrap it up in a gift, what you would actually use wrapping paper for. Okay? Okay, so let's do this one. Let's start with this one. So notice there's a lot of sides here. Okay, there's a lot of sides. What do you think is the easiest way to find surface area of this? What do you think? What do you think would be the easiest way? Split it up again? I'm thinking so too. Remember how we split them up the last time? You do the top prism, you do the bottom prism, and that them together. I honestly think that would be the easiest way. Unless you draw, every single side, which you could also do. You're going to draw sides. You could. But I think that's pretty tricky. Okay. And even, you got to remember this too. There's a bottom part to that. There's a bottom part to this. That could be, that's a surface, right? Think about the bottom part that you're not seeing. Yeah, you do the bottom of this, right? So like what's underneath here. But even here, you have to have the bottom of this. You'd have to have the surface of this and the bottom of that and the side. So it's probably the easiest to split it up. But then you got to remember too, like, you can't find the surface area of this because they're connected, right? So there's a lot of things you got to think about. There's a lot of things you got to think about here. So honestly, I don't know. Maybe the easiest thing to do is draw out every single side. Say, okay, well, this is my front and my back. Okay? And then maybe put the dimensions to help yourself. What's that? Yeah, you could double it for the other side. Yeah, exactly. So you're saying, okay, so you're saying split it into 3? Okay. Okay. But you wouldn't have to have the top, right, of these two. Maybe it'd be easy, you know what, maybe, oh gosh, so there's a lot of things to think about. Ah! Should we give it a whirl? Should we see what we can figure out? Like this side right here? Like, or this side and this side? Well, the front and the back. I think I would probably do something like this, kind of like what Henry said, and I would cut it, kind of like what you guys said. So this is 8 and this is 8. And then I would say, okay, well this side, 8 times 8, so I know this is 64. See what I mean? But I'm just finding the area. So I just found the area of this box. That's all I did. Does that make sense? Kind of. Okay, it's going to be a trial and error thing today here, people. That's all. We're just going to practice. And if we don't get them all right, fine. You know what? We're just going to practice. So, what do you guys want to try? I don't know what the easiest way is, I guess. What do you want to try? Where they're not split up? Okay, maybe be easier that way. Okay, okay. So should we do like the front, back, right side, kind of like what we did with our other things when we did it? Okay, so let's try that. So let's do front and back. And I'm just going to draw them out because honestly, I think that's easier for me. Okay, so you guys see how that's the front and the back? So this is 8, this is 16, this is 8. So, but we're still going to have to split this up a little bit to find the area of this. Because this is 8, this is 16. Yep, so this is like the front and the back. All I did was I took these apart. I took this one out. I took the back out. So, even for this, you're still going to have to split it up a little bit to find the area of it. Because if this is 16 and this is 8 and this is 8 and this is 16, we're still going to have to use to figure out, kind of split it up to figure out what we have here. So if this is 8 and this is 16, you know what? I'm just going to use my calculator to help us. We aren't going to sit here all day doing math problems. Stay. So 16 times 8. So this part right here would be 128. And then if this is going to be 64. You guys understand how I got that? Because I had to figure out, so then this part would also be 128, and this part would also be 64. So cool. I got my front and my back done already. So then, let's do the big long side on the opposite side, if you can imagine it with me. So I'm doing the other side. So this is side 1, or side, what is that, side left? So like it would be right here. What you can't see would be this side. So this side like right here. See what I'm talking about? Side you can't see. Okay, so what are the dimensions of that then? The dimensions would be 16 and 6. Because if this is 6, this has to be 6. So I'm guessing that that would be 6 too. So 16 and 6. Let's see, 16 times 6. Whoop. 96. And then you know what you could do? That could also be this side too, because this plus this is going to equal that back side. Right? Do you see that? So this plus this is going to be the back side. So actually, it would be like, and then these two together, 96. So this would be my right side. The top, yeah. Yes, you're right. So yeah, because if I do the top, what's that going to cover? This space and that right there. Good call. I didn't even think about that. Nice job. So let's do the top. Top. So it would be 16 by 6 again. Is that right? So the sides and the top are the same, I guess. So we get 96 here. Oh, 99. What am I doing? 96. And then, like we said, so the bottoms would be like this, and this, and these would also be 96. You guys understand how I got those bottoms then? So this bottom flip of this one. I wouldn't have either. I would have done them each individually, which is fine. Let's see if that would have been, just to make sure. 48. That's 6. So that should cover everything. I know, it's tricky, isn't it? I think we picked the trickiest one. So 1, 2. It's 48. Okay, so that's right. Okay, so now we gotta add them all together. So let's figure out what we gotta add together. So we gotta add this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one, this one and this one. I'll do it. I'll add them up for you. Do That's where you're only gonna have a few problems again, remember? Plus 64 plus 96. I got 768 inches squared. And I think my book actually has that. Yes, we're right. Woo! We are right, you guys. Nice work. High fives all around. Yeah. So really, I think a lot of your shapes today, you're going to be able to do stuff kind of like what we just did. The front and the back, the sides, the top and the bottom. It's just going to be a goofy looking shape. That's tricky. Nice work. That's like, looks so good. Should we try another one? You don't look so excited. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. Let's do this one. I feel like this one's probably going to be easier, actually. I feel like this one's probably going to be easier. Believe it or not, who would have thought? Who would have thought that this would be easier than the other one? Okay, so it doesn't look easier, but I bet it will be. So what do you want to start with? This squares, triangles? Sorry, Kate, you're outnumbered. So let's start with the squares. Okay, so all the squares are 8 by 8. Remember, we're finding the area today, not the volume. I want you to make sure you turn your gears a little bit because it's hard to do that. Yes, good job. You can do one of them, and then you can multiply by what? 5, not 6. Why not 6? You don't have that top. Okay, good job. So it's going to be 64 times 5. And I'm almost half done already. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so I'll even help you out. 64 times 5. 320. So we're done with our squares already. So now your triangles. Okay, what's the base of the triangle then? 8. Nice work. And then what height do I need here? 6.4. Remember, because you need the slant height. So you could take 8 times 6.4. Now here's where we talked about where you can multiply by 2 or divide by 2 and then times by 4. It's up to you what you want to do. Let's see. I'll do the divide by 2 way. So this is one triangle. I did, and then I'm going to multiply this by 4, because to me that's the easiest easiest way I can see my process here. Times 4. So 102.4. This one's way easier. I really have to think on this one. Okay, now I'm going to add them together. So, D4, 22.4. Is that right? Let me make sure. 420.4, you guys. Feet squared. That was easier. Who knew? That one was way easier. And it's actually easier to draw out each side. Otherwise, I feel like you were going to forget something. This one you really didn't have to. Sometimes it's easier to do that. Okay, so let's try another one. Let's give another one a whirl. Should we try this? Try it. This looks like it could be pretty simple. Looks like it, but you got to remember the prism isn't all the same around, so you got to find each side individually with the prism. True, true. So actually, yeah. So the front and the back, the sides, and then we just have one bottom. So the top is not there, and then we'll have to find the triangles, and then the sides. So it really should be too bad. So what do you want to start with? Square or the rectangular pyramid? Okay, so rectangular. No. For the slant? Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be 6. And then this would be, do we not know the slants? Should we make it up? Should we make it up? But we do need to know this to find out what the areas of those things. Should we make it like 10? Just make it easy? Okay. We'll make it easy. So, let's see. Let's do the rectangular pyramid. So let's do the front and the back. So I'm going to have 13 and 6 and 13 and 6. So that's my, I'm just going to put front and back. And then my sides are going to be 6 and 8. Side, and then another side. 6 and 8. I'm missing my bottom, right? 13 and 6. Wait, is that right? 13 is 2. So this one should have been 13 and 8 then. Sorry. 13 and 8. Yeah, front and back 13 and 8, 13 and 8. And this should be 13 and 6. This is the bottom. Yep, so sorry about that. So this is 13 and then going up would be 8. My bad. Sorry. Probably had erased. You only need one bottom, you don't need one top. Want me to find those quick? Hold on. So 8 and 6, this is the easy one. This is 48. This is 48. 13 times 8. This is going to be 104. This is going to be 104. And then the bottom will be 13 times 6. This is going to be 78. Okay, so we're good on the rectangular prism, right? We got 5 sides of it. Now let's do the triangle part. Put that down a little bit. So I'm going to do the triangles. And it's 13 by 7. And I have 2 of them. So I can do 13 times 7. 2 of them. So I don't need to divide by 2. So my triangles would be 91. Good on the triangles? Okay, and then I gotta do my slant sides, which is we made up the 10. So these are my tops of the whole thing. So we did 6 by 10, 6 by 10, 60, 60. I'm gonna circle them. So we gotta do this one, and this one, and that one, and this one. I did. Because see how I did 13 times 7 and I didn't divide by 2? Remember for triangles, if you have 2, you don't gotta divide by 2. Okay? So let's see. 104 plus 104 plus 48 plus 78 plus 48 plus 91 plus 60 plus 60. 593 inches squared. Woo! That is tricky. So what do you think? A little hard, but not everything gets to be easy. Not everything gets to be easy. So if I give you like 3 today, can we try them? Yeah. 3? Does that sound plenty like plenty? Let's see. Anything else? I had this one just 593. No, I just had an extra one just in case I wanted to try something else. 593. What's the matter, Cadence? Well, maybe I also had it wrong and it could have been my calculator. Okay. So 104 plus 104 plus 48. You know what? The book doesn't have the right answer because we were just supposed to find the volume of this. I had to add that 10, remember? Plus 48 plus 78 Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Alright.